pick up where?
Yeah, we're going to pick up where we left off with Coach Howard. We had a brief interruption with our film. But, Coach, finish your thought. You were talking to our audience about character and how that plays into this football thing.
Yes, I think besides grades and really pursuing strong academics, character is a huge part of what you need to develop in yourself. Not just as a football player, but just as a person, because one of these days you're not going to be playing football anymore, or any other sport for that matter. And good, strong character is going to carry you through, and it's going to enable you to be able to do things that you weren't able to do before. And it's not easy. You just don't say, I want to have good character. That's a process, and it starts when you're young. It starts at home. It's molded by your parents, by those around you. There's that old saying, that cliche, it takes a village to raise a child, and it literally does. Your coaches, Sunday school teachers, whoever, your mentors, those are all important people in your life. They're helping to shape the kind of person you are, because in the end, that is the most important thing anyway, and that's what's going to last. So I think because of academics and character, you also have to know how to work hard, because when you go to college and you're going to have an opportunity to play a sport, obviously here it's football, it's like having a job, just like I explained earlier. You're going to get up, you're going to have expectations, you're going to be accountable, you're going to have to not just show up, but you're going to have to work hard, and you're going to have to show the desire and the motivation that you want to succeed and be the best you can at that position or at that job that you do have. And if you do that, you're going to keep your job.
Right.
And if you don't, you're probably going to lose your job at some point in time. And we try to equate that here in our own program in high school to what it's like in the real working world. And obviously it's hard to conceptualize that sometimes, I think, as a teenager, but it becomes more real, I think, when you go on to college and you're given an opportunity to go play football. And then you've got those added responsibilities in addition to your academics that you have to balance. And that's a challenge. That's a real strong challenge.
Right. Hey, Coach, just off the subject a little bit on the recruiting, you had you won 3 straight district championships. You came very close to a 4th. 1 point by Wakeland, 1 point by the Colony. How tough was that for your team and your coaches?
Well, that was a tough pill to swallow, so to speak. You look back and you think, what if? Right. And you can't do that as a coach. I mean, you do what you do. Kids go out there and they play as hard as they can, and sometimes mistakes are made. Sometimes things don't turn out like you want. Prime example, Super Bowl last weekend, right? Who would ever thought it would come down to that play, and everybody has second-guessed the coach's decision and even myself. But at the same time, they made that decision to do what they did for a reason, and because of that, you got to live with whatever it is the results are, positive or negative. And I think the same thing with us as far as our season went. Those 2 one-point losses for the 2 out of the 3 district games we lost. You look back, and that's what you do as a coach. You go back, you beat yourself up. You look to say, if we'd have done this, if we'd have done that. Problem is, we didn't, and so we did. It left a sour taste in our mouth. So I think coming into this offseason, a big goal for us is simply finish. Let's finish. Let's just finish what we started. And I don't mean so much our quest for another district championship, but finish the game strong like we started. You know, the Colony game. Who would have thought we'd have given up 21 points when we did and not scoring any more points? Who would have thought that what happened in the Wakeland game and that extra point try would have happened? You never account for that because we've been so consistent year after year. But it's football. It happens. It's like life. Sometimes you make good decisions. Sometimes you make bad decisions. Sometimes you don't perform like you want to. But in the end, it's all pointed towards the same thing. Everybody wants to be successful, and sometimes you have to get over that hump. Sometimes you run some roadblocks along the way, but that's when you can learn. And when you can learn from adversity, then maybe next time it happens, you've already been there, done that, and now you know what to do and what it's going to take to be successful.
Okay. Congratulations, Coach. You've been wonderful. You have a great program. You guys are winning. You're putting kids and giving kids an opportunity to go play college ball and follow their dreams and get their education. And is there anything else you want to say to the Titan Nation, just about anything from Coach Howard?
There are probably a lot of things, but maybe the one thing is we couldn't be the kind of program that we are or have been without support from faculty, staff, administration, and parents. That's what I told the newspaper. You can have a pretty good football team sometimes, but if you're not consistent year in and year out, then you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. And I'm not saying we have all the pieces of the puzzle, but I think we got a lot of the pieces of the puzzle. And we got kids that want to play. We got kids that play hard. We've got coaches that do a good job of coaching, and we've got parents that really are strong supporters. And you've got to have that. If you don't have that, then you're just kind of out there spinning your wheel, so to speak. So I appreciate everybody's support and look forward to another year and hopefully more success as we get ready for that 2015 season.
Congratulations, Coach,
Thank you.
and thank you so much for your time, okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
So you got a lot.